Huh? Huh?
The mic is on.
All right. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. We live on all platforms?
Waiting for like the connection.
Okay. Just tell me when. We're live on all platforms.
Still waiting on
Okay.
everything else is on.
All right, what up, y'all? We're waiting to connect to Instagram, y'all. I couldn't even wait for this one. I was going to wait, but I just couldn't. You know, there are always some things that hit you, and you got to do it. Some of y'all about to be blown away and truly blessed. I could easily charge for this masterclass, but if y'all can support us, the show, Cash App, $RM Unfiltered, PayPal.me/R Martin Unfiltered, Zelle is Roland at RolandMartinUnfiltered.com, Venmo is RM Unfiltered. So I'm gonna drop some stuff once my man Keenan tells me we're live on Instagram. Then I'm gonna go ahead and start this thing. Y'all want to tell all your, if you got some young friends, if you got some cousins, y'all want to tell them to jump on my YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter page right now. I'm telling y'all. Keenan, we ready?
No, Instagram's not connected. They got an issue.
All right, so Instagram has an issue. So fine, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. All right, Keenan, thanks a lot.
All right, peace.
All right, so I really need y'all to listen to what I'm about to break down. I really need y'all to listen to what I'm gonna break down. I was gonna hold this. I couldn't. I was gonna wait till I get home. I told Keenan, man, I'm gonna go live from the car because I gotta say this. And I'm really seeing this from people today who are 35 and under. What I'm about to tell y'all right now applies to everybody, but this really, really, and truly applies to people who are 35 and under. And I am speaking from experience as somebody who has been a manager and who is now a CEO and owner. A lot of people out here right now want to get paid more on their jobs. They believe that they deserve more money. Now, let me be perfectly clear. I am not talking about food service jobs. I'm not talking about waiter jobs. I'm talking about traditional jobs. So I just want y'all to understand, I don't need no judgment. This is not about $15 an hour. This is not about a fair wage. It's not about any of that. I'm talking about worth. But I'm not talking about your personal worth. What I'm talking about is understanding what your personal worth is and what your worth is to the company and its bottom line. Let me repeat that. I want you to understand that what I'm talking about is not about your personal worth. I'm not even talking about what you think you are worth. I am talking about what your personal worth is to the bottom line of the company. There are a lot of people who will say, I will do this, I will do that if I get paid more money. What those folk need to understand is you are not going to get paid more money unless you show someone you are worth more money. Let me repeat that. There are a lot of people who are in jobs and they are whining and complaining and saying, I need to get more money. But what they are not doing is they are not doing a self-assessment and asking themselves, what is my worth to the company? Listen to me. Just because you are filling a job does not mean that you are an invaluable member of the team. I need y'all to listen to the words I'm using. Just because you are doing a job does not mean that you are an invaluable member of the team. What people don't understand when I'm talking about worth is, can you give me something that is above and beyond what the job requires, which means that if I have to come to a decision to cut somebody, you are so valuable and doing above and beyond what you are actually paid to do that I will keep you over the person who is simply, there are some people right now who you are working on jobs, and what you are doing is you are doing the bare minimum. You are simply going through the steps. What you're doing is you have given your employer, no boss, no reason to actually pay you more, because what you have not done is you have not increased your skill set to make you an invaluable person on the team. Let me give you an example. I worked at Wendy's when I was in college. I believe it was the summer of 1990 where I was working at Wendy's. I was working in the daytime with the Houston Defender. I believe I was getting $250 a week, or hell, it may have been $250 a month. And I remember, matter of fact, let me actually roll that thing back. I had interned at a television station in Bryan College Station, Texas. I was at Texas A&M. I had worked at a radio station, and it was in March of 1990. And I was at the home of Tommy Wright and his then wife in Los Angeles. I was at a board meeting for the National Association of Black Journalists. And we were standing in the kitchen, and I was telling Tommy about me going to a communications high school, what I had done in college. And Tommy said to me, Roland, you should never work another day in your life for free with the experience that you have already accrued. I got an internship with CBS News in Dallas, and it was a non-paid job, but it was an opportunity. But I was going to live with some relatives, but I needed to make some money. So I turned the internship down, and I went and applied for an internship at the Houston Defender. And I remember telling the publisher, Sonny Messiah Giles, I had to get paid for what I was doing. She was sort of taken aback by that, because in the media business, a lot of internships are free. They tout the experience of the internship. I said, well, I was remembering what Tommy said to me. I can't work for free because I'm not the same as these other students. You're going to have to pay me because Roland got to get paid. Y'all, this is exactly what happened. And I did actually get paid by the Houston Defender. But here's what I'm trying to unpack. I was working at the Houston Defender, but when I was at Texas A&M, I was working at a Wendy's. And the manager wanted me to work there that summer. The manager at the Wendy's in Bryan College Station offered to let me stay at his house in order to keep me working at the Wendy's. I want y'all to pause right there. Y'all, this was a white guy. Here I am, black student, sophomore, Texas A&M. Yeah, sophomore. Finished my sophomore year, going to my junior year. This guy wanted me to work at Wendy's for him so bad he offered for me to stay with him and his wife for free so I can work at Wendy's. I said, Doc, I can't do that. I gotta go home. I gotta go home for the summer. So I went home. So I got me a job at another Wendy's in Houston. It was North Houston, going towards Beaumont. So I got a job at this Wendy's. And one day, guy comes in and the guy orders a hamburger, fries, and a drink. He orders a hamburger, fries, and a drink. I process the order. I fix the order. Then I'm done. About 5 minutes later, I come back and he is having a conversation. He is having a conversation with the manager. And they asked me to step over. And they had the hamburger laid out on the counter. They had the fries and they had the drink. He then proceeds to tell me that this was a good piece of lettuce. It was a good cut of tomato. The burger was cooked a certain way, very well done. I applied the right amount of mayonnaise, ketchup, and mustard on the burger. I put the requisite number of pickles on the burger. I had a good amount of salt on the fries. And I'm looking at this dude like, why are you doing all this? Why ain't you eating this meal? He then proceeds to ask me, he says, are you a manager? I said, no, I'm not. He said, are you an assistant manager? I said, no, I'm not. He said, he looked at me puzzled, and he said, are you a crew chief? No, I'm not. Are you an assistant crew chief? No, I'm not. And he commented on my pants being clean, pressed, shirt being clean, pressed, apron being clean, pressed, hat being clean. And he said, I'm not understanding. You just work out. Like, yes, I do. I said, I'm trying to understand what's up with all these questions. He said, I'm surprised that you are such an efficient worker and you don't have any of those titles. I said, well, I don't have to have a title to be the worker I'm supposed to be. Y'all showed us a video on how to make the burgers and the fries and how to apply, and so I was following what those rules were. He then tells me that he was the district manager for Wendy's, that I was more than welcome to come work at his store, which was the highest earning, highest gross Wendy's in the whole region. I told him, thanks, but no thanks. I'm good right here. Your store is too far away. I think it was in Baytown. I said, it's too far away from where I live. I need y'all to understand something. I'm not bragging. I showed my worth through my work. I showed my worth through my work. I keep running into this with people. And I'm really seeing it with young folks today who say, I need to get paid more, but they're not showing their worth. They're not developing new skill sets. They're not doing self-learning. They're not going above and beyond what the job requires, because what they don't understand is when you go above and beyond what the job requires, that is when somebody notices who you are. When you separate yourself from everybody else by going above and beyond what the job requires. Bosses are watching your every move. If you are a middle of the road worker who does not volunteer, who does not step up, who does not accept responsibility, who does not problem solve, who is not trying to get better, I guarantee you, you are not going to get noticed. You are not going to be the person who they go, who's that? If you're the person who is sitting in a staff meeting and you never ask any questions, you are the person they're never going to notice. If you're the person who's sitting in a meeting and then when they say who has any solutions and you cower away, you are never going to be the person who is going to get promoted, and the promotion means there's going to be more money there. There's too many people who are working on jobs who they think, oh, I got a degree, not realizing all you got is a sheet of paper. That degree does not mean that you have developed skill set. It does not mean that you have learned things to be a better worker, which means you're making the company better and increasing the bottom line. The quickest way for you to actually get paid more money is to actually show your worth. Problem arises. You had already been getting better, learning a new system. You then get to, guess what? Solve the problem. Watch the movie Hidden Figures, the Octavia Spencer character. What did she do? When they brought in that new IBM computer, Octavia Spencer didn't go, oh, that's gonna take our jobs. No, what she did is she went in and got the manual. She went in and said, I'm going to learn how to use this machine. And then when they had a problem and the Kevin Costner character was pissed off and needed the calculations done, the guys didn't know how to use the machine. But Octavia Spencer, who in her spare time read the manual and then went pressing buttons, learned how to use the system, what she did was she then when the problem arose, she said, I know how to run the system. Then she trained her, what she called her girls, and they all came in knowing how to run the system. She established her worth. I am troubled by so many people today who I encounter in numerous professions who complain and talk about how they need to get paid more money and how they need to sit here and I ain't getting this, I ain't getting that, because you ain't shown nobody your worth. You ain't stepped up and went above and beyond. That's what I'm trying to get people to understand. What people have to understand is you're in a constant pursuit of building skill set, of being able to know more, learn more, do more. If you work in, we worked in, my grandmother had a catering business. If I only focused on what was required to decorate the church, and I never learned what was necessary to decorate the reception hall, I'm a one-dimensional cat. I've always believed that I would be multi-dimensional. Let me use a sports analogy for y'all. Do y'all know how many athletes, when a guy signs a huge contract, you always hear this phrase, they're in their contract year. What does that mean? That means that they're in the final year of their contract. And now the team or other teams could either reward them for going to the next level. They could give them a new contract at the same pay or a slight bump for doing okay. or they can cut them because they regressed. If you want to get paid more money, what do? You show you can do more. The person who can catch passes and return kicks, who can also run the ball, they are a utility person. They have added value. I need everybody listening to me to understand the concept of added value. Added value is what is going to get you more money. Added value is what's going to get you a bigger promotion. Added value is what is going to vault you past the others. Some of y'all are working at places and y'all are hanging with lazy people. Let me say that again. Some of y'all are working at places right now and y'all are hanging with lazy people. There are people who are holding you down. There are people, again, there are people who are holding you down. Now see, some of y'all going, well, why you say high value man or woman? Because that's what owners think about. Owners go, who is a high value employee? Who is that woman high value? When they are deciding who gets raises, the difference between the person who gets a double-digit raise and the person who gets a single-digit raise, or the person who gets no raise, is the difference between high value and low value. I'm using the language of bosses. The language of bosses. When I worked at the Fort Worth Star-Telegram and the Austin American-Statesman, I was one of the first people they would send out to breaking news. Why? Because I had established myself to be able to go out, get to the scene, report quickly, assess the situation, file my story fast back to the newspaper. In those situations of breaking news, they're not going to send out somebody who is slow, who can't process, and then they're going to take too long. You ain't going to be the first person they call. I always wanted to be among the first people who they call when breaking news happened. Why is that? Because one, big stories, breaking news, that was going to give me a faster path to elevation in the job. I was a high value worker. High value. I provided more value to the newspaper. There are too many people who are stuck in jobs and they're sitting here, I ain't doing this, I ain't doing that. They asking me to do all this sort of stuff and I ain't gonna get nothing for it. Well, guess what? If you don't show something, you ain't gonna get nothing. Nobody rewards you for doing your basic job. And I'm telling y'all, I keep seeing this. We were just in Houston, broadcasting from Houston, the Pamela Turner rally. And there was a brother who was a freelancer. Y'all, that brother was on it. He was sitting here working, stayed the whole time, helped us set up, helped us pack up. Yo, guess what? High value. If I go to Houston, I got a text message today from the brother who recommended him. They said, hey, how was so-and-so? I said, man, he was great, which means the next time I go to Houston, he gonna get called. I'm gonna put him on my team. Let me tell you something. We were in Georgia. Y'all, true story. We were in Georgia. Ossoff Warnock. Called a freelance crew. Guy does audio. Dude shows up. Now, I asked him to be there at 10 o'clock. I said, I'm going to pay you half day's rate, 10 to 2. Asked to show up at 10. He showed up at 11:50. He had his audio equipment. Y'all can go to my Instagram page. I think I posted the photo. He didn't come to us and say, hey, can I help y'all with the audio, whatever? No, his whole deal is, I got my audio equipment, I got my boom microphone, that's all I got. like, okay. Well, when the rally was over, yo, go with the camera guy, go get some audio. So then when he came back, we were set up to do an interview with John Ossoff. I was like, yo, man, get over here, set the microphone up. Moving too slow. Y'all, he showed me he was not a high-value freelancer. He will never be called by me again. I will never recommend him for a job because his performance dictated my response. Now imagine if he was high value, came at 10 o'clock, helped us set up, helped us break down, did his job, boom, you're gonna get recommended, you're gonna get called. What is bothering me, and I keep seeing this is not a black thing. I see this with white folks, I see this with Latinos, but I'm also seeing this, and it is a generational thing I'm seeing. I'm seeing people whose attitude is, well, I ain't doing that unless I get more. But you ain't shown me more. So how have you established your worth? I'm a CEO. I'm a business owner. You show me you're high value, man or woman, you know what's going to happen? I'm going to sit here and I'm going to say, hey, we're doing this here. I'm going to elevate you to this job. Let's say you do that job. You're killing it. You're studying. You're learning. In my business, you're going to read the manuals. You're going to YouTube. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and use my digital guy, Keenan White, as an example. I need y'all to understand. I met Keenan when I was running the Chicago Defender. Keenan came in and Keenan applied for a job. Keenan was working at a grocery store. Keenan, I offered him a graphics job. Man, brother started crying. He was going to Westwood 1 online. Quiet brother. Came in, do my graphic stuff. Hey, what about this? He didn't just go, give me the assignment, I'm gonna do the bare minimum, here you go, I'm gonna go sit down. No, volunteering. We launched an audio podcast. Keenan's like, yo, I'm gonna go learn how to do this. We launched the video podcast. I'm gonna go learn how to do this here. Again, learning, building. If I ask him something, got it. I think I hired Keenan in 2005 or 6. I can't remember. Y'all, Keenan still works with me today in 2021. I've kicked freelance assignments. I've had Keenan on my payroll. We were at TV1. I got him on the payroll there. Always, hey, I need this here. Boom, got it. Hey, man, I want to do this here. Look it up. Got it. High value. I will say this, and there's no disrespect to anybody else who's on my team. The most high value person on my team behind me is Keenan White. When he got a raise, he didn't ask for a raise. Boom. Here it was. Because the work that he put in caused our revenue to increase. What I tell y'all, high value. You have to be high value. You have to show your worth to the company. And then the company is going to respond. Now, let's be clear. Some companies are not going to do that. Do you know what that means? It's time for you to leave. If a company does not recognize your value and does not understand your worth, it's time for you to go. Now understand, some companies can only pay a certain amount, and if you say, man, I got to get paid $150,000, the company simply it may be too small of a company to pay you that money. But you built the skill set enough for you to be able to go acquire a job paying that at a larger company. But if you're working at a place and then you know you killing it, you know you putting in extra, you know you're a high value worker, you know your worth to the company and the worth to yourself, then it's time for you to bounce. But I think a lot of people should be really studying themselves and assessing who they are. A lot of people should be looking at themselves and going, can I be doing more? Can I be learning more? Sandra Frazier on YouTube said, anticipating your needs requirements is a sign of a high value individual. Boom. Sandra, say that again. Say that again. It's anticipating. I'm seeing what is going on. And so by seeing what is going on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be smart enough to go, okay, they're going to need this. They're going to need that. And all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, I was paying attention. I was listening. Oh, I went ahead and read up on that over the weekend. Now, with my job, but I came in on Monday. Let me tell you what's going to happen. Meeting on Thursday or Friday. You come back and say, hey, over the weekend, I was doing this, and I came across this here. This might be a potential solution to our needs. I'll give you a perfect example. I need a better video playback system. I need a better Chiron graphic system. If you work for me and you are hearing me articulate my needs, what you think is going to happen if you come into work and you say, hey, Roland, over the weekend, I spent a lot of time on YouTube. I was looking at some different websites, and here are 4 or 5 potential solutions to the problem you were talking about. I'm not going to say, I ain't asked you to do that. A dumbass boss would do that. I would sit here and go, cool, let me take a look at it. Appreciate it. See what I'm talking about? It's understanding and it's creating your value. All of a sudden, I'm gonna go, damn. This, I appreciate that. Now I'm sitting there going, See, I'm gonna give you another example. And it was a sister who didn't do it. Have a TV One show. We went and covered Reverend William Barber March at the Supreme Court. And I sent one crew to one area and she came with me. Sister told me, I didn't go to school for this, but I really, really, really want to learn this stuff. I was like, really? Okay. So, gave her one of the cameras. I shot one. Hey, I want to get this shot, this shot. She was responsive. She was doing it. She was like, I was like, okay, y'all, I'm paying attention. I'm watching her energy. I'm watching, and she's like, okay, showing initiative. Okay, doing. So bet. So the next day, all these damn cats around my house. Ugh. So the next day, y'all, we meet at the office. And I say, all right, so here's the deal. I got this HD camera. I said, you ain't got to check it out. I said, you could use it. You can shoot stuff on the weekends. This was like February. You can shoot stuff on the weekends. You can, I said, but you can learn it. I said, hey, get with Henry. Henry, been in the business, photographer. He can show you some stuff. I said, you have a computer? I got an app, MacBook, okay, for editing, whatever. Y'all, this is what's happening. It's February. I had to go on a Tom Drona cruise in April, so I needed that backpack. I said, hey, bring the camera in, I needed that backpack. So I took all the stuff out, put it in my drawer, locked it. Here's the key. Just use the camera, use it. Next month is May. She didn't shoot one thing in February, March, April, May. Not one thing. Said, I want to do these things. She said, didn't do it. So we were going. In fact, in February, I made the executive producer put her on our team to go to LA for the NAACP Image Awards. And normally a trip is a reward for good work. I wanted her to learn our system and how we worked. Okay, that's what I wanted her to do. June, we were going to the American Black Film Festival. I told the EP she ain't going. She'd take out the team. Homegirl was devastated. You ain't shown me shit in 4 months. I put you on the team to go to LA to learn. February, March, April, May, you ain't do a damn thing. I'm not bringing your ass to Miami. You're not going to get to participate in a trip to Miami. Now, it's a work trip, but it's still Miami. No, hell no, you ain't going. No, because you ain't done shit. I'm not going to sit here and reward you for not doing a damn thing. I need you to do the work. All right, so y'all check this out. I'm just being straight up, no holds barred with y'all. I just need y'all to understand what I'm talking about. So, all of a sudden, start getting busy, start just doing stuff. Okay, all right, cool. I say, I'm gonna give her one more shot. I tell the producer, put her on the team to go to Essence, which again, that's a reward. Team in Essence. Henry gets with my team and he tells, because we had a couple of people on the team, he said, look, let me tell y'all something. He said, yo, when Roland ready to go, Roland ready to go. I'm telling y'all, Roland ready to go. Okay? He ready to go. Y'all gotta be ready. You gotta have a camera on. You gotta be attentive. You gotta always be aware of what he's doing, what he's about to do. He's gonna move quick. You gotta be ready. That's what he tells him. I came on the scene. I was like, all right, here the deal. We're about to do this here. We're about to hit the floor. We had 3 cameras. I need y'all to be ready. Boom, boom, boom. Now, while I'm talking, about 4 or 5 people come up to me. Then about 10 other people. It's like 30 people surrounding me, want selfies, stuff along those lines. So I'm taking selfies, y'all. I'm taking selfies with them. I look up. Y'all, God to honest true story. I look up. And she's over there, got the camera, talking with one of the producers, and her and one of the other video guys just over there just chilling. Talking. I go, hey! What are y'all doing? Why am I pissed? People are coming up to me and saying, yo, Ro, bruh, I love your show. Man, your show is that and the other. Y'all, those are promos. You can't recreate those moments. Y'all over there bullshitting and you're missing the moment. Now, I just told y'all, stay on your job. Henry told y'all, stay on your job. But your ass over there playing. After that, I was through. Done. Ain't no more chances. Ain't no more trips. I'm not even gonna talk to you. You came to me and said you wanted a shot. You said you wanted a shot. Gave you a shot. You didn't take advantage of the opportunity. Folks, what I'm trying to tell you is you have to establish your worth. You have to actually show somebody, not tell somebody, show somebody, I got this. I'm on this. This is handled. This is covered. You ain't got to worry about me. We all good. Now see, when you on it, oh, I'm watching. See, the problem is, most people, they like, man, he always busy. Oh, no. I'm paying attention. I'm seeing who's on it. And see, that takes me to the next thing. And I'm not gonna be long. I just got home. Consistency. In order to establish your worth and to be a high value worker, gotta be consistent. You can't do it once. Can't do it a couple of times. Gotta be consistent. I'm gonna give you an example. My man Kelvin Bass. Kelvin, he been working for State Senator Royce West in Texas about 20 years. So Kelvin worked for me at the Dallas Weekly. And Kelvin has told this story, and I've told this story, and so Kelvin not gonna mind me telling this story. So y'all gonna understand. True story, y'all. Kelvin was working for me, and I ran the Dallas Weekly. This is 1998, and I'm sitting here, I'm editing stories or whatever, and I'm working with Kelvin, trying to get his stories better and stuff along those lines. And so then Kelvin goes, he said, man, I want to do a cover story on Erykah Badu. He knew Erykah Badu's grandmother. And so I was like, okay, fine, get the story. He got the story. Y'all, Kelvin comes back. Great story. I barely had to edit it. Now y'all gotta understand, I gotta edit his stuff every week. This story here, barely had to edit it. Barely had to edit it. His lead, the rhythm of the story, the quotes, y'all, A+. Front page story. Kelvin took his time, he focused, y'all on it. So the next week, I assigned Kelvin a story. And Kelvin turns the story in. Story is shit. The story is pure shit. Kelvin, come in. Come on. I'm just telling y'all this is a quote. I said, what the fuck is this? Man, what you mean? I said, what the fuck is this? I said, you turn this bullshit in? I said, last week, you turned in a 2,000 word front page story that I barely had to touch. And you come back the following week with this bullshit? I said, I know what happened. I said, see, last week, you gave a damn. See, last week, you cared. Last week, you took your time. Last week, you invested. Last week, you focused. I said, but this week, you turn in some bullshit. I said, And you actually want me to accept the bullshit. I said, but see, Kelvin, here's the problem. He goes, what? I said, you fucked up. He goes, what? What you mean I fucked up? I said, you fucked up. I said, see, Kelvin, see, all this time I've been working with you. I said, the problem is you fucked up. Because last week, you showed me you know how to write an A+ story. See, the problem is, up until now, you've been writing B, C, D stories. You've been getting better. But the problem is, Kelvin, you fucked up. You wrote an A+ story, which proved to me that your ass know how to write an A+ story. So the problem now, Kelvin, is from now on, your ass will be judged by that goddamn Erykah Badu story. So you fucked up. So now you can't turn shit into me. Because you've established a standard. Because I now know you can do it. Y'all. Straight up. Straight up. He put his head down. He was like, you right. Yeah, if y'all, Kelvin back, he's getting Dallas. Hit Kelvin today. Kelvin like, yep, he straight cuss me out. Because y'all, I knew he had it in him. I had to get it out of him every week. And Kelvin became one of my go-to writers because he stopped giving me subpar work after he showed me he can do it. I just need somebody watching to understand that in order for you to make the money that you want to make, in order for you to get the awards, in order for you to get the praise, you got to put that work in. You got to be consistent. You got to do it over and over and over. You've got to show you can actually do it. And a lot of y'all young people, I'm telling you, y'all, y'all don't understand. I'm telling you, you can go higher and faster and hit the money that you want. And to do these things, you're right, Annette Anderson, you have to be the solution to someone's problem. And this is how y'all do it. You have got to show your value. Anybody who wants to work for me, you got to show me. I ain't praising your ass for doing something that you get paid to do. I'm going to praise you when you go above and beyond what you're supposed to do. My praises don't come easy. They don't come easy. I don't say you did a great job for some basic shit. You got to earn that thing. Y'all, I'm telling you, there are too many people right now, and I keep seeing it, y'all, from younger folks. I keep seeing it over and over and over again. They are sitting back. This is what they doing right here. This them right here. Chilling. This should be them. Learning, listening, studying, testing, Last point before I go. I have, cause see, y'all think I'm joking. Y'all think I'm joking. Y'all really think I'm joking. I ain't playing with y'all. Where did I put it? It's in my bag somewhere. When we broadcast the the march in, we broadcast the march in Elizabeth City and in Tulsa. We mounted a camera. Here it is. We mounted a camera on the back of the Sprinter. And this device is a suction cup, and it attach it and then it locks, and you can't pull it off. So the device sort of points down. So there's another plate that we attach to that allows for you to turn the camera this way for the camera to shoot this way. So we have one plate. I bought two. We had two. I bought one more. So one of the plates, which is it's a cheap plate, it has a 1/4 inch and a 3/8 inch hole. But the best plate only has a 1/4 inch. Only has a 3/8 inch. So now I'm sitting here going, well, damn, how are we gonna use, because we need that plate, how are we gonna use it? So on the suction cup deal, there's a thing that you turn to screw, and it locks in. So I was like, okay. So I came home, I bought a couple of adapters, put it on, thing didn't lock in. I was like, damn. So then there was another adapter. I went Amazon, went up, didn't lock in. So I gotta get this thing to lock in order to hold the camera steady. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, I gotta figure this thing out. Because I need to be able to maneuver that camera. So I'm in the office. So I come across this plate right here. So then I was like, so if I take that suction cup thing, put this on top, and I turn that button, and this locks, meaning it locks. I can't turn it anymore, meaning this thing doesn't. I need this not to move. I'm trying to teach y'all something. I don't have to do this. I'm 52. I own the company, but I'm trying to solve a problem. So I'm sitting here and I go, wait a minute. So versus a little adapter, which didn't hold, this is the 1/4 inch. That thing is 1/4 inch. So if I screw that in, this locks. I now can take a tripod plate, which has a 1/4 inch and a 3/8 inch screw. I can put the tripod plate in here, lock it, then put that tripod plate into the other plate, 3/8 inch. Now attach my camera to that. Had to figure it out. I had to literally sit there, take the device, go through the steps, go through all this sort of stuff to figure it out. Why? Because I have one suction cup on the back. When we were doing the march, There are people who were lining the streets. Well, I had a mobile camera, but I wanted another camera because I bought another suction cup deal that I can mount on the other side, on the side of the truck, so we can switch to a shot of the crowd on the side of the road. But I had to go through, I had to study and learn and figure out and do this and go here and try this and go here. Y'all, that's what I had to do. What I'm trying to lay out, what I'm trying to lay out to you folks, for you to understand, is that too many people are unwilling to actually study to get better. The reason most people don't get raises and don't get promotions and don't climb the ladder and don't achieve greater success is because they are satisfied being status quo. They are satisfied with being in a simple position. They don't want to get better. They are waiting for somebody to go, I've now commissioned you to get better. They're waiting for somebody to go, okay, here's some extra, okay, here you go, here you go. I'm now giving you, here you go, take this and now be better. What they don't understand is if you go out and be better, then somebody's gonna say, you're going on the next trip to us when we go to Miami or Los Angeles. You're doing a great job. I'm promoting you. That's coming with a $10,000 or $15,000 raise. That's how you establish being a high value man or woman in the workplace. Y'all, I own my own media company. I am about to launch something new next month. I am about to post 5 job offerings. 5 job offers. 5 positions. My goal in 3 months is to hire 5 or 7 more people. My company is small. I can't afford basic people. I need people who want to go next level. And I need people to understand, you will never go next level. Listen to me clearly. You will never go next level if you're sitting around waiting for someone to tap you on the shoulder. You must show and establish your value to the company. And when you establish that you are a high value man or woman, then you are going to get the job that you want, the money that you want, the accolades that you want, the affirmation that you want. But it is not going to happen if you just sit back and show me nothing and do nothing. It is not going to happen. I don't care what career you're in. It is not going to happen. I hope this has motivated somebody. I hope this has enlightened you. I hope this has fired you up. I hope this causes you, if I'm talking to you, it is to go into work tomorrow with a renewed focus, renewed vigor. And what I'm saying, y'all, applies to entrepreneurs as well. Because it's some lazy entrepreneurs. It's some entrepreneurs who are happy to be sitting in place. But you can't go next level if you ain't trying to work on your skill set. Y'all don't understand. If I showed y'all my kitchen table and downstairs, I got gear and stuff all over the place. I'm in a constant pursuit of knowledge, of learning. That's what I am always in. I'm in that constant pursuit. Sam Winchester, use the N-word again on my page and I'm gonna block you. I don't play that. I'm in a constant pursuit of knowledge. I am trying to get better. I'm trying to be faster. I'm trying to be stronger. I'm trying to have my show look better. I'm trying to improve the video playback. I'm trying to improve the graphics. I'm trying to improve the shots. I am constantly in motion, trying to get better and trying to be better. Because y'all, I am trying to establish my own high value to myself. Because if I establish my own high value, my company, New Vision Media, its value will increase. And when my New Vision Media value increases, when my value increases, do you know what's going to happen next? What's going to happen next is then the value for my nieces and nephews will increase because they will be rewarded based upon my work. Y'all, it all goes together. I could have done this thing here. I could have charged folk. If y'all want to bless me for this free impromptu masterclass on becoming a high value man or woman in the workplace, please support Cash App $RM Unfiltered. Venmo is RM Unfiltered. PayPal is R Martin Unfiltered. Zelle is Roland at RolandSMartin.com. Roland at RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Please do so. I did this for free. I know some people who literally would have charged $20 for a masterclass per person. We've had more than 1,000 folks who've been on, so I could have easily said, boom, charge $20, made $20,000. And so if y'all want to support, please do so. Once I finish and we click, yo, send this to somebody. The YouTube, do me a favor, send that YouTube link to somebody who really needs to hear this, because I'm telling y'all, it's a lot of our people. It's a lot of our people who need to hear this, who need to understand how to take that game to a whole new level. That's what it is, y'all. That's what it is. I'm telling you, it's gonna make you better. It's gonna make you better. It's gonna make you better. And when you get better, when you're in a constant, when you're sitting here just constant, y'all, I'm telling you, that's what this thing is all about, y'all. That's what this thing is all about. It is about you getting better and keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. That's what you got to do. Keep going. Keep going. And I'm telling you right now, you're going to get everything that you want. You're going to get everything that you want. And that's what you got to do. It's as simple as that. All right, folks. Again, y'all can you can sit here and, of course, support us. Cash App $RM Unfiltered. Venmo is RM Unfiltered. PayPal is R Martin Unfiltered. Zelle is Roland at RolandSMartin.com. It's also Roland at RolandSMartin.com. All right. Okay, folks. Y'all take care. Y'all have a good one. Let me respond to a couple of fools here. All right, folks. I had to go respond to a couple of fools. It's always amazing to me. People always say, you need to have so-and-so on your show. I have black business owners on the show. I don't have people who just talk about black business. I have actual black business owners. That's why we do what we do. Y'all understand? Share this video. Like this video, please. I want all y'all to hit like on it. Share it. Somebody you know. A classmate, a cousin, a brother, a sister, mama, daddy, co-worker need to hear this video. Y'all share it with them and blow it up. Okay, I'm going to the house. Get something to eat. All right, y'all take care. All right. Peace out.